I've always been fascinated by the raw power and rebellious spirit of biker gangs. You know, there's something about the rumble of a Harley and the glint of chrome that just screams freedom. But behind the leather jackets and the skull patches, there's a whole world most people never see. Today, we're gonna peel back the layers and take a look at the real story of outlaw motorcycle gangs. It's a tale of brotherhood, crime, and a lifestyle that's as American as apple pie, just with a lot more horsepower. Now let me show you where it all began. Picture this. It's 1947, World War II is over, and thousands of veterans are coming home. But on July 4th, in a little town called Hollister, California, everything changes. You see, a motorcycle rally turns rowdy. The media blows it way out of proportion, calling it a riot. And just like that, the image of the rebellious biker is born. This is where we get the term one percenter. The idea that 99% of motorcyclists are law-abiding citizens, but that 1%? They're the outlaws. And from this moment, groups like the Hells Angels start to form, embracing this outlaw identity. It's like they took that label society gave them and wore it like a badge of honor. Now, I want you to imagine you're thinking about joining one of these gangs. What does it take? Well, first off, forget what you've seen in the movies. It's not just about being tough. These clubs, they're like fraternities on steroids. You've got to be voted in, and that process can take years. They're looking for loyalty, for someone who will put the club above everything else. And here's where it gets interesting. These clubs, they're not just about riding bikes. Many are involved in criminal enterprises, drug trafficking, extortion, you name it. But it's not all illegal. There's a brotherhood here, a sense of belonging that's hard to find elsewhere. And while the stereotype is all about tough, white guys, the reality is more complex. Some clubs are more diverse, and there are even all-women outlaw motorcycle clubs out there. It's a culture that's constantly evolving, even as it clings to its rebellious roots. But here's the thing about outlaw motorcycle gangs. They don't always get along. In fact, some of the most violent episodes in biker history have been between rival gangs. Take the Waco shootout in 2015. What started as a dispute over territory between the Bandidos and the Cossacks ended with 9 dead and nearly 200 arrests. And it's not just in America. The Great Nordic Biker War in the 90s saw the Hells Angels and Bandidos duke it out across Scandinavia. Bombings, shootings. It was all-out war. These conflicts, they're not just about bikes or territory. They're about respect, about power. In the world of outlaw bikers, your colors, the patches on your back, they're everything. And some are willing to kill or die for them. It's a stark reminder that beneath the romance of the open road, there's a dangerous reality to this lifestyle. So there you have it, the world of outlaw motorcycle gangs. It's a world of freedom and danger, of brotherhood and violence. As law enforcement cracks down and society changes, these gangs are evolving too. But one thing's for sure, as long as there are roads to ride and rebels looking for a cause, the allure of the outlaw biker will remain. Ride safe out there, and remember, not every biker is an outlaw, but every outlaw has a story. And those stories, well, they're what make this subculture so fascinating, so enduring, and yes, so controversial.